a much better compensation system. So obviously the results that you get are tied into the incentives that you structure or offer. So right now, incentives are tied to individual effort and or results. So you put in a certain number of hours, you get paid a certain amount. Something more advanced than that is considered pay for performance. You get a certain result. So those are all well and good, but if you really want the whole company to be profitable and reach certain specific objectives, then everything has to be coordinated and the incentives all have to be coordinated and aligned. How can you do that? This may sound a little radical, but consider this. You have employees, and there's two pools of compensation. In the first pool, everybody gets the same amount, and the amount paid is tied to the objectives reach. So if the company is profitable, or if they get this many contracts, or if they cut defects by this amount. So everybody is aligned towards working together towards the company objectives, and the employees have a lot of input also into this, what the objectives are, along with management. Everybody individually initially gets paid the same towards meeting these objectives. So if the group is collectively very successful at reaching these objectives, then the people get paid more, because the amount that gets paid is tied to the attaining of these objectives. X amount for this objective, X amount for this objective. So you don't get paid just for showing up, and you don't get paid just for individual performance. You get paid for group performance. So that's the first thing. And then the second pool is when you have a certain amount of money, and you could debate whether it should be more or less than the first set of money. But the second set of money is that it's divided between those individual members correspondingly that have had the greatest impact towards success on the whole group. So each member of the group gets a certain amount of balance. Let's say, in a 20-person group, each member gets 3 choices, 1, 2, 3, of who contributed the most to the group. So people can put themselves, but if nobody else puts you, you're not going to get the money. So in the first pool of compensation, people get money based upon collectively reaching group objectives. That forces everybody to work together, because if someone's not working together, everyone else is going to put pressure on that person to work together to make sure the group objectives are reached. And the second way is that the people that have the greatest impact on that group outcome are going to be additionally rewarded, because other people are going to recognize them. You might say, well, it could become political. The people are going to vote for just the people that they like. And that could be true to a certain degree. There may be ways to work against that. But people generally can recognize who had the greatest impact on the group. And, if you don't reward the people that have the greatest impact, then they're not going to be as inclined towards helping the whole group in the first place, which is what the first pool of money is tied to.